All right, we are live. I will be inviting my beautiful Miruna, like usual, for a beautiful Soulful Wednesday. Thank you so much for coming with us. As usual, all Wednesdays, starting at 8 p.m., we're talking about just being soulful and just exchanging about our life experiences and different type of topics that are connecting with us. Every Wednesdays at 8 p.m. for 30 minutes about. So welcome, Irina, once again. Happy for you to be with me.
Happy Wednesday and
Happy
happy to see
Wednesday.
you.
That's so great. Thank you so much, like usual, to be there with me and to take the time. I guess we'll start with a little prayer meditation. If you want, I can do this meditation for today, and then I'll let
Wonderful.
you take the lead.
Go ahead.
Thank you so much, our beautiful Lord of our understanding, to be with us today. May you help us to speak your truth, to speak with intention, to speak from the love that you have for us, from the heart that we have, and that we can share soulfully with great intention. May we have fun during this beautiful call that we have as well, and may we connect more than ever together from a distance. Thank you, my Lord. Amen.
Amen.
All right. So I'll let you take the lead because I felt like you had a lot of things you wanted to share about and express. And yeah, so go on, girl.
So happy that Soulful Wednesday is here. To be honest, I didn't see the time flying. Um, Actually, I was wondering if we can explore a little bit about surrender, since it is so meaningful for both of us and for many, many people. And I think it's an underrated practice, such a natural state of being that is not automatically, it doesn't come, it's natural, but it doesn't come naturally when we're in resistance and when we're trying. And it is the opposite of trying hard. So I thought it's pertinent for this, especially for these times, to talk about our experiences in surrender and what it is for us and what are the benefits.
All right. So why don't you start with that? Like, what is surrender for you? Like, I have so much I can talk about. For in my case, that my personal experience, that's what helped me jumpstart my spiritual journey and awakening is the surrender, to give it all, to give it all to the universe. So yeah, why don't you tell me what is surrendering for you? What is letting go? Because for me, it's pretty much similar.
I'd love to, and then I'd love to hear about your letting go and how it started for you. Uh, Actually, my awakening started with surrender. It's
We're
I
all
think it's
one, girl.
pretty much, I'm not sure I know of a story of awakening or of evolution, like, or a total life shift without surrendering. Um, that usually follows a very hard period in our lives, or a shocking event, or so yeah, it was some call it black night of the soul, the dark night of the soul, anyway, a night or a day that has a before and after in our lives. And I was guided into a surrendering state. um, Basically, I was guided to acknowledge the emotions that were very strong in my body because I was going through a very rough time, and let them go, like one by one, let them go. In my experience, the voice that I heard was Christ. This is in my experience, and the voice that I recognized. Certainly, a voice that wasn't my ego in a victim mode that was crying, and I was writing an email that was very dramatic. So, definitely another voice that was not that. Okay, it was a very peaceful, very loving, a voice with loving authority that told me just lie down, just go lie down, relax. So, in a nutshell, I always state in a nutshell because I can really go in many, many details, it was basically me recognizing the emotions present in my body with this guiding voice. And one by one, releasing the anger, like identifying where the anger was, um, identifying where was. There were two questions, there were three questions basically. Where is your anger? Where is your hate, actually? I did not find the energy of hate at that moment. And then the third question was, where is your love? And when the third question resonated in my mind, body, and soul, where is your love? I was basically covered. I basically felt a wave of loving, warm energy just coming from my feet all through up to my head. When I got to kind of the middle of the body, my mind started to race and ask me, to move your left foot. And then I just, the current continued. I didn't know what left was, so my response was, "What is left?" Because I didn't really know. So basically, I was flooded by divine love, and um, exited the body, basically, and was surrounded. Was became. It's kind of like the drop that falls into the ocean, and it becomes the ocean. So it was only love, divine love, and that has been up to now the most powerful surrendering experience that I've ever had. And it was an experience of living, feeling my essence being without my body nor my identity. Because for the minutes that I was not, Miruna was not present, the person, the personality, the persona Miruna was not present, I was. There was nothing, there was everything. It was only love. It was like it's a huge loving ocean of where the ocean meets the sky, actually. And then, yeah, I just came back. It took me about 15 minutes to move my body. So these experiences are shared by many other people, right? It's some call it an outer body experiences, so, but it was a very obviously deep and touching, yeah, personal experience of surrender. After that followed practice of surrender, because when you go back into the body, there's the resistance, there's the that's it's the opposite, actually. It's thinking, the mind thinks you need to do something, you need to get somewhere, and it's not. Actually, letting go is the most natural thing that we can do. And I love to know, what is it in your experience, and how is that in your life?
I love it, girl. Thank you so much for sharing. By curiosity, when that happened for you, this experience?
It was on October 18th, 2010. I sent an email with this experience to my two great friends of mine, so that I know that I didn't dream of it. It's a full email in Spanish, like, that I wrote right after, because it was a life-changing experience. My life, there is a before and after of because the core identity self is where I really, really, really saw my true core self. So you don't forget it, right? It's kind of unforgettable. So
I feel
yeah,
it's
2010.
it's a form of rebirth, right? And we'll talk about it one another day. When we go along the scriptures, we have to die and be reborn on this journey of earth. And I feel like it's a form, unless you're going to tell me one day that you have had a lot of another experience of rebirth, but it's been so strong what you're telling me, and I love it because I've connected with what you said. And it's funny because it's perfectly in the same time where you told me you started your journey of spirituality and personal development. It's been 10 years, right? So like, it's not a coincidence, right? Like, it's what you've been living, and you started very slowly and be passionate about your spirituality and your journey into that because of what happened. And I don't know if I get wrong with that, but this is exactly what happened with me. I'm much younger in my experience than you. I lived it in July of this year, and it was quite similar, but in the same time different. Like the trigger of what happened was like you, anger, a lot of emotion. It was just a lot of emotions. And I think that it's a gift, you know, like, and I would love to talk about it another time, but where I realized that everything that we perceive bad in this world is not as bad as we think it is, you know, like anger is not bad, pain is not necessarily bad. And when you get and step into more and more your connection with your creator and the universe energy, you understand that like nothing is bad. It's just the ego and the human form and humankind that decides what's bad and wrong from what's good and right, you know, like it's who decided that, right? And then you
Our
must
mind.
you must
Mind
like
mind loves
exactly our
to
mind, our
split.
ego, our construct, you're right. And once you get and you step into spirituality and get connected more and up, and here guys, I just wanted to tell you, we're not talking about religion at all. We're talking about your one self, your higher self, your connection with the universe. And when you step into that, you're just learning more and more how you know nothing, first of all, and how you get freer and freer, like how you realize how you're imprisoned and you thought you were happy in this prison, but then when you break free from that, so much more, right, get unlocked in front of you. So anyhow, I'm going across the subject, but for me what happened exactly is basically too much, right? So I was in a control state of mind where I wanted to make everything happen. I wanted to succeed in everything I was starting. I had so many things in my head and so many little projects and so many little different aspects of my life that I wanted to take control of and have expectations of, and the best results I wanted. I used to always been severe towards myself and expect so much more of me than other people, right? So I had such this huge weight over me, and there was nothing in particular, I would say. It was just an accumulation of my thoughts going on top of other thoughts, going on top of other thoughts, pressure over pressure of excellence, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that because we're naturally more severe towards ourselves than others because of our construct. So all of this bundle of energy and madness and emotions were so huge at some point, girl. I was just so tired. I was just so tired, and I just like, you know what, fuck it, you know, God, take it all. I just let go completely. I'm just tired of feeling the weight of the world on my shoulders. I'm tired of the weight of responsibility of wanting to make it all perfect and excellent. And I was like, just fuck it, just I'm letting that go. I'm just surrendering my whole being to my God of my understanding and just take over, God, because I can't handle it anymore. It's too much for
Beautiful.
me. Like, I'm just a fucking human. I can't anymore. So then, like, your experience with like go and relax, and you know, like you had this voice of the Christ. Me, it was just my own voice, but like from another energy source, where it was like, Macy, just stop, just surrender yourself. So it was just me, but from another source talking to myself and saying,
Mm-hmm.
it's enough, girl, just let it go. You'll be taken care of. You're loved for, you're cared for. And then the troll of freaking, you know, emotions of good emotions, right? Of like pain going out, of
Yeah.
tears going out, and just like I felt so um légère, you know how you say that, like
Light, light. And
light.
I love this word, light. Yeah.
Exact, because there's multiple different significance for it, but I felt
Yeah.
so much more lighter afterwards. And this feeling overpowered me so much because my emotions were lighter, my heart was lighter, my body physically was lighter. So I'm like, I want to feel like that all the time, you know, like,
Yeah.
isn't it addictive?
Oh
So
yeah.
that was what happened to me. And this is what I was like you said, I'm gonna share it more and more with the people I'm gonna help as well heal. And that's going to be part of my program as well, because I think it's a really big thing that shifted my perspective, like you, and my life perspective. Everything shifted, everything, you know. I was like, shit, you know, it's your spirituality and your soul is so much more important than your journey, than what your physical world's allowing you to. So
I
that's
love
where
it.
everything else started for me. Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. And you know, to continue on this, on the journey, it there was this that moment. There is this moment of lightness and awakening and feeling ourselves to be this light being, right? But I'd like to add that what follows on the path is actually getting lighter with your body, because
Yes,
there is this, and I really had this
the
following this
harmony.
experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the following the experience, I was doing kind of, I just wanted to have outer body, like just floating, and I had trouble rooting myself. I had trouble actually finding interest in this planet for a while.
Oh
Like
my
I
gosh,
just
me
like
too.
like literally wanted to just go explore other planets, which I'm sure I already did, and I will certainly continue. But I'm here now for a reason on planet Earth. But what I really want to point out is that I think a full awakening and getting lighter experience in this evolutionary path, on this evolutionary path, goes with all the humanity, all the emotions, especially your body, especially your relationship mirrors it's all together. So there is nothing separate, at least not in my understanding and experience, although I did have this reflex to just, some call it spiritual bypassing, others call it just wanting to skip to the like three floors without you. It basically, you're coming back to what you didn't resolve every time. So there is no there's no really faster or more or
Meaning.
perfection, like recovering perfectionist. Hello, it's me. um there is no faster or more or comparison. You were saying you're a younger, there is no such thing of the one who did it before, and it doesn't exist from this perspective, from this holistic experience of mind, body, soul of a human being. This is the beauty of it. You will fully go through your emotional knowledge, your body understanding, your energy body. So whatever you started with, you're going to pass through the phases in your own unique way. So there is no order, like we can just relax with all this. It's very beautiful to express and share together. But I really, really want to point out that there is a uniqueness to each and everybody, like truly, not just to say it. So we can just be relaxed and just confident that surrendering is a natural state that just with more practice gets easier and lighter. And it's really resistance again, for the contrast, it's the resistance to the pain and the lower bad emotions that
Right.
hurts us. It is not surrendering, and it's doing what is not natural that is hurting us or that is bothering us. It's going with the speed that is not our own rhythm of growth or evolution. Is wanting to get there faster or higher or whatever the mind has like a standard, because the mind wants to have a spiritual evolution. Like it will be, we will go beyond it. That's the spiritual evolution. You're not going to use just the left brain to plan your so we don't plan these things. It's not like that. It's going to be with your intuition. It's going to be very organic. So it's counterintuitive. A lot of it is we'd say counterintuitive, but actually it's naturally intuitive. But let's just say it's counter the mind way of thinking that it will be. And then we can just, I just want to point another thing that happens so often. How does a spiritual being looks like? Because being spiritual, like, in a certain category, like I'm not gonna drink tea. I love tea. I loved it before. It's nothing to do with being spiritual. So we can fall into these traps of, again, the mind putting boxes on how it should look like, how
Labels.
long it should take, what's the speed. Look at this guy or girl. Oh my God, did I wake up too quickly? Was it too fast? None of, we can let it go. Let it all go.
Let it
These
all
are the
go.
thoughts of anyone listening or a
All
word.
expectations,
Share
all
it.
labels,
Yeah,
all boxes, let it all go, guys.
it's
You're
an
unique.
illusion.
You're perfect
It's
where you're
yeah,
supposed to be. And it's an
yeah.
illusion. Time is an illusion. I love it, girl. It's something that my coach says.
Yeah, literally doesn't exist. It's a convention, social convention.
Yeah,
Doesn't exist time.
I love
Yeah.
it, girl. I feel it's amazing because I connect with what you're saying and the way you express it. I understand it, and time is an illusion, right? So, like, you're right. Every person lives their own journey at their own pace. So, I want to stress that out, that it's exactly what it is, right? Like, we all have different journeys, but age and time is an illusion. So, at the end of the day, like you say, experience or not experience, it's not even comparable, right? So, that is true. Secondly, yeah, we live a process. So, when I read the book Letting Go from Dr. Hawkins, I don't know if you read it. I'm still reading it because it's kind of you have to be
Ooh, it's
mindfully ready because each page is like full of things.
yeah,
So as I read at the beginning, because I was eager, right? I was still in the process at the beginning. I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening, God? So I want to know more. So as I was reading it, and there was a chapter, I forgot the name of the chapter. It was, but in one paragraph, he was literally describing exactly what I was feeling, which is, like you said, I felt like nothing else mattered. I felt like, when you got this detachment from your body physically
yeah,
and you just become a soul and you just realize how much more everything else is much more important than just your physical world, then you just want to float everywhere and discover the world, like you said, right? So it's
yeah,
just so funny how we live. It's just amazing, girl, how we're all deep connected souls. So anyway, so when I read that, like you said, then he expressed afterwards in the process, I would have to find the pages, where at some point you hit back the ground, where you have to face the truth that, hey,
yeah,
we're still in this world, this physical world. You come back
yeah,
in your body, you still have to wake up, put your foot down in the bed, eat, because you have to feed your body physically. So like you have to, like, after that, it's like a rupture where, like, hey, I'm back here.
yeah.
It's not fun, but then, like you say, if you work towards a harmony, I
Yeah,
remember this feeling of like, that sucks. I have to wake up, I have to sleep nine
because it's
hours, I have to
heavier.
eat, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
It's like
It's like a
it's like
dense
a breakup.
planet. Yeah,
Exactly. It was so intense, the climate. So it's the harmony of going back, like you say, and accepting, once again, surrendering it, right? You're here. Why do you resist that you're human? Why do you resist that you have this or this ones? Why do you resist that you want to expect more of you? Why do you resist that you have an ego? Like, we have to be open-hearted and accepting, right? So that's why we tell you tonight, and I'll repeat it at the end of our call, for you to understand what surrendering is, and if you want to get to know more about the power of letting it go and get to know yourself more in a deeper level, just go with an open mind, guys. Just go with an open heart, an open mind, an open soul, and try to, I know it's challenging sometimes, but try to not labels anything. And as soon as you see yourself labeling or put yourself in boxes, stop yourself right away, witness your thoughts and say, hey, okay, from whom decided that that's wrong and that's good, or that is not believable, and I can only believe on science and what I see and not what I don't see. Like deconstruct yourself from your beliefs, and then let yourself go. And I'm sure, guys, you're gonna leave perfectly where you're gonna have to leave, on your perfect timing, on your perfect journey. And like Marina, you said, there's no perfect journey, and there's no, everyone is unique, and the way we describe it is our personal journeys, but it can be completely different from your part. Something can start it and provoke your journey differently than ours. Like, we're so made all differently, guys, and that's the beauty of it. And the beauty of unicity is not to be the same, is to be perfectly unique and connect conscientiously. And then I'm getting away, but consciously, as a big community, guys. And that's what the power is. As I get more into connectiveness with myself, with my spirituality, with the universal strength, is that the more we embrace ourselves and our unicity, the more we can connect with others, because you embrace yourself, you don't
Yeah.
compare anymore,
Yeah.
you're letting go of your journey, you're embracing yourself, guys. So embrace your journey, embrace your imperfections. There's nothing as imperfections, like you always say, Verna, but embrace your wounds, embrace your pain, embrace
The uncomfort.
your
Yeah.
comfort, embrace what the fuck you're living right now, girl. Guys, it's just perfect the way it is, and embrace it, guys. Open heart, open mind.
Yes.
So yeah, I love
And
it.
and as you embrace it, to remember the times when we couldn't embrace and resist it so badly because it's so uncomfortable and really we don't like it, especially if it's pain. I really want to remind. It was an important reminder this week in my this weekend's coaching. I really, really, I remember the visual, like the actual time when the person got enlightened by the knowing that this is just temporary. So when we're talking about embracing or fully feeling an emotion, it's a very short period of time actually when we're releasing and letting go. So it's not like
Yeah.
embrace it and stay with it for the rest of your life. Like
No, it's not.
there is an important knowledge to be shared, especially with releasing emotions, that the more you get to feel them and allow them to be as they are, the shorter the period and the releasing is happening naturally. So again, the length and the intensity of the painful experience is the resistance, is not the letting go and feeling it. If we truly feel whatever is there, it's really quite short. The more we let go, we just, I mean, we shared it, right? It
Yeah,
was a super intense,
but it was short.
emotional,
We
and
felt
then you,
good.
yeah,
For
because
me, it felt good.
it's like you're in an air balloon, okay,
Yeah,
and you want to go up.
yeah.
What do we do in an air balloon when we want to go up? We drop the weights.
Drop things.
Yeah. So you drop it. It's the holding on and carrying it on your
Yes.
shoulder and feeling it and fighting it. I shouldn't fight it. Oh, this is not good. So all the judgment and rejecting it. It's the rejecting and the fighting it that is really making us uncomfortable. It
Yeah.
is never the like, and I invite everybody to test it out with any emotion that is present. There is no way that in the present moment now you get into your body and breathe in and you say, I accept just for this moment. This is a wonderful phrase that I love. I got it from Satsang, Gangaji. She always leads like this. Just for this moment, allow yourself to fully feel sadness or anger. Just for this moment, allow yourself to fully feel the emotion. You do this for 10 seconds, 15 max. It's gone. This is the secret that is not a secret, but it's still a
A life
secret somehow.
hack. A life
Woo!
hack, guys.
Swear to God.
Please.
Test it out. Try it again. Try it out. No matter what we read, especially into this evolution, try it in your own experience and bring it into the body. It works because it's natural, because what is accepted and breathed into the body, it just gets incorporated, right? So goes back to the natural state.
Love it.
The unnatural state is judgment, rejection,
Yeah.
resistance, stubbornness, ego. This is unnatural. Because
Isn't it
did you
wicked?
notice how long? Which
Is
one?
it isn't it wicked that exactly all of the things you just said is unnatural?
Yes. And it
We
takes more
think it's
energy.
yes, and we
It's
think
more
it's
difficult.
natural because we grow into thinking that resisting, having an ego, not showing weakness is what we're supposed to do as humankind.
Yeah.
You understand how
Well,
wicked we are in this world right now? It's an upside down world. It's crazy.
yeah. And I invite again to check it out. This is again, satsang is inquiry. Be with the truth. Inquire for yourself to check it out. Is it true? Is it true that when you're resisting and you're not fully letting go, it takes you more time and more energy in your life? Is it
Yeah,
true?
girl.
Is it true that it's hard? Because we hear often, I'm sure you hear it, it's hard. I don't, it's hard. What is hard is you resisting and basically delaying and not wanting. This is what is
My
hard. And
gosh, I love it.
it's so I really, again, let's be honest and let's be with the truth. Not the truth out there, your truth in your experience. Be brave to question it within your experience. Is this truly hard? What is? We are too vague in our communication. This is truly hard. That was what? Feeling sadness is truly hard. Stopping a victim narrative in your mind is truly difficult. What exactly? Let's be specific, one thing at a time. Let's work on mind, let's work on emotion, and you discover within your own experience, and as you become aware, you understand, and you evolve, and we evolve together.
Yes, girl, I
So
love
is
it.
this true? Powerful question. Byron Katie always loves, also loves. Is this true? Asking powerful questions to ourselves with an open heart is freedom. Total. May we ask ourselves such questions.
All right. How was I going to say thank you, Yoda? Miruna. The way you said it, may we ask ourselves questions. How does he
I
says it
don't
like
know.
upside down, the Yoda, like questions we must ask yourself.
Did I? Did I say that? I love Yoda, of
You're so
course.
funny. Of
He's
course.
amazing.
Me
I
too.
didn't
Oh,
even
I
hear.
love it, girl.
I
Oh,
just
girl.
noticed the time pass, which it
Yes.
doesn't exist, but
The
actual physical time on planet Earth does pass.
Yes, the time is up, unfortunately, but you perfectly ended up with this beautiful conclusion, guys. She gave us a beautiful life hack, which is amazing, saying that resisting is not natural. And we've been taught to resist and resist and resist our emotions, feeling fully what is our truth. So her life hack, that I call like that, is basically at that moment, I accept fully to feel these emotions or this feeling. I accept fully to live it fully, right? So openly, you can say it. I don't know how you said it beautifully, Miruna, but I accept fully to live this
Just for
completely
this moment,
for this
I
moment.
fully accept to feel this.
Just for this moment, I fully accept this feeling. Thank you so much. I love this life hack. So guys, like, use those questions to help you out if you have a moment that you live a very strong emotions. Those questions will help you out according to her beautiful experience and what she's been watching as well. You do it, you experience it, guys, because you know what, you're here to experience, right? We're here to try it out and see if it
Yeah.
works or not, and
Yep.
witness your thoughts and go with an open mind and an open heart every time you feel challenges in your life, guys, because we're here on earth to live experiences and get on a journey and just heal, girl, we're on a healing journey. That's what I love. So
May we.
thank you so much, girl. I'll be as usual posting that on our Instagram and on the YouTube channel. Please share us if you want the video that you were referring to. And I love you so much, girl, and I thank you so much to be with
I'm
me
so
tonight.
grateful. Thank you so much, dear Macy. I can't wait to see you next Wednesday. And have a blessed week, everyone. See you
Bye.
soon.